Eh bien, on est de retour sur Vampyr pour la suite des aventures de Jonathan. Clôturer ce chapitre de Londres. Ici, on a encore quelques petites choses à faire. C'est bien la fin du jeu. Voilà. On va retourner. Alors, moi, ça c'est fait. Bim. Bon. On va pas trop les embêter, on va rentrer dans le théâtre.
So Prewen never left Doris's theatre after they invaded. They must be holding Edgar here in the new headquarters.
Bon. On va voir un petit peu. Pousse à la curiosité, donc où est-il? Encore il est en dessous, il faut que je descende. Bon. On va devoir aller dans le... la salle, c'est magnifique. Hein. Enfin... Oh, joli ça. Bon.
It's locked.
Verrouille. Rapport de McCollum.
Doris Fletcher was about to become a disaster. I'm getting close to having all the evidence. It's locked, all right.
Step away, sir.
Voilà. Autre chose de faite.
It's locked. It's locked, all right.
Fermé, fermé. Et là on a offrir des symboles afin d'accepter une voie sauvage.
Blood of a pure heart, garlic, blood of a king. I don't understand. Perhaps this is what McCullum... Drank. I had better keep that in mind. Edgar. Edgar, can you hear me?
Jonathan, is it really you?
Easy. Easy. Save your strength. I'm getting you out of here.
Don't try to spare me. As a physician, I know all too well when it's too late. Punctured lung, broken ribs, and internal bleeding. An accurate diagnosis, wouldn't you say?
Edgar, what happened?
They wanted me to confess. Beat me black and blue.
Jeffrey McCullum ambushed me at the Pembroke Hospital. He was convinced you and I were responsible for the Skull epidemic.
I never imagined that self-righteous fanatic would dare to attack us in the open. What became of him?
To prove him wrong, I let him go.
Really? You sure that was the wisest course of action?
Time will tell. The most intriguing part of his accusation was that you and I were the pawns of some ancient vampire.
William Marshall. Yes, they tortured me to make me confess the same nonsense.
I think you're hiding something, Edgar.
What do you mean?
William Marshall, for example. You speak of him as if you know him. How is that?
Jonathan, I cannot say I'm ready for another round of questions.
What can you tell me about William Marshall?
Not much. History paints the story he was the greatest knight who ever lived. Amongst the immortals, he had a yet greater legend.
Why would he deserve such a reputation?
I cannot say. The Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole has next to no intelligence on him. All I know is that he's supposed to be the oldest of all the British vampires.
Why is the Guard of Prewen so obsessed with him?
He was the only ancient vampire to escape the first great hunt launched by the Guard of Prewen in 1854. They believe he's an evil creature plotting his return.
Why would the Guard of Prewen believe you and I created the vampire epidemic?
Maybe due to our profession. Because I offered you shelter in my hospital.
While investigating the epidemic, I read some of McCullum's findings. I think you have some explaining to do.
I have nothing to hide, Jonathan. Nothing at all.
Do you know Doris Fletcher's real name?
No, I'm afraid not.
Her real name was Doris Jones. She was the daughter of Harriet Jones.
What do you want me to say, Jonathan?
Doris Fletcher visited her mother at the Pembroke Hospital. That's how she first got infected.
I know nothing about that. Miss Fletcher once came to visit the sick. That is all I know.
No, Edgar, there is more. Doris Fletcher was Harriet Jones's daughter. They exhibited the same symptoms: blind hate and strong physical mutation.
What does this sad story have to do with us? I only briefly met Miss Fletcher once when she visited the Pembroke Hospital. You say it was to see her mother. She seemed like such a sweet and graceful woman.
My point exactly. The disease turned her into a bitter soul, driven by vengeance just like her mother. A symptom of all the infected patients.
Certain diseases are known to produce similar effects. Rabies, for example. And rabies is not the devil at work.
Come on, Edgar. Don't you see the pattern here? The epidemic, the link between Doris and Harriet, the suspicion of McCullum.
How could I? I never saw Harriet Jones again after she fled the hospital.
Doris and Harriet shared more than a hidden family bond. They were the embodiment of the epidemic and are linked to the Pembroke Hospital. Come on, Edgar, this is no coincidence.
I swear I'm at a complete loss. All I did was administer vampire blood to cure old Harriet. There was no evil plan, no diabolical plot.
You did what?
I tested the regenerating and healing properties of vampire blood on Harriet Jones. My only intention was to find the cure for influenza, I swear.
Whose blood did you use? William Marshall's? Mine?
Lady Ashbury's. While transfusing her with human blood, humanely appeasing her hunger, I also kept samples of her blood for my research.
You used her blood on Harriet Jones? My God, Edgar, that's unethical. You betrayed 2 of your patients at the same time.
I made a mistake. But what is science if not trial and error? We both know it, Jonathan, we both know it.
What a poor justification for your morbid fascination and thirst for glory.
You have worked beside me. You saw what I'm doing at Pembroke Hospital. Jonathan, you know I'm not an evil soul. Just another victim of this tragedy.
Donc on peut l'éteindre, on peut le laisser mourir et on peut le transformer. Eh bien, je crois que ça va être la première fois que je vais vraiment vouloir le transformer. Enfin, c'est la seconde fois en fait. Enfin, il y en a un que j'ai soigné avec mon sang. Bien, je crois qu'il a mérité une punition à sa juste valeur. Et je vais le transformer.
No, Edgar, you are not going to die. Unless you want to.
What do you mean?
I can save you, Edgar. I can turn your broken body into one like mine.
You truly would? After all I've done, after all that's been said, you would offer me this gift?
I have no way of knowing which punishment would be worse, Edgar. But it is not for me to decide. So?
Oh, please, Jonathan, please. I beg you. This is what I've always wanted. This is what I've always searched for.
Very well, then. Prepare to die and be reborn. To face an eternity of guilt.
I'm ready. Oh, indeed, I am ready.
Enough!
Patience 0. Bon. Préparé à combattre le désastre, mais quel désastre. Bon. C'est là.
What good fortune brings you back to me, Jonathan? What is it, my dear?
I'm afraid it's bad news, Elizabeth. The worst, actually.
Please, speak up.
Edgar is no longer in McCullum's grasp. I resolved that matter.
Where is our good friend now? Is he well?
Of a sort. His injuries were mortal. I had no choice but to make him one of us. To save him. Or to punish him.
To punish him? I fail to understand. And what is the source of this cold tone in your voice?
Edgar Swansea was responsible for the Skull epidemic, Elizabeth. It was he who unleashed the deadly scourge upon London.
What? Are you certain? This is the most terrible accusation of all.
He confessed everything to me. He sought to cure the disease, to exploit vampire blood to stop the epidemic. But he unwittingly gave birth to a catastrophe.
All those poor victims. How could he do it? What happened?
Edgar gave no heed to ethics. His theory could have been proven to be correct, but he abused the confidence of his patients to test it.
I must say I'm shocked, Jonathan. Who would have thought it? And the poor patient. Let me guess. It was Harriet Jones, was it not?
Yes. That explains how Doris Fletcher was infected, and how she became an Icor. She secretly visited her mother at Pembroke.
Then we have no choice. We must act quickly, Jonathan. We must return to the sewers and put an end to the threat poor Harriet embodies.
I have one more matter to discuss with you. Harriet Jones was the primary case, but do you know what a healthy carrier is?
There is a tone in your voice that frightens me, Jonathan. What are you trying to say?
It was your blood Edgar used for his experiment on Harriet Jones.
What? No. No. This can't be. Oh.
Elizabeth, are you all right?
No, I have to go.
What do you mean?
Leave me alone. Save the city, Jonathan. Save what can be saved.
Elizabeth, I need answers. Why did your blood
Stay
cause
away
this?
from me. Please. I swear I never was your
Wait!
enemy.
No! Elizabeth!
Bon.
I'm still persona non grata in the Ascalon Club. If I want to speak with Lord Redgrave, I have to improvise.
Pas mal, pas mal, pas mal. Oui. Bon. Pas ça? Attends. Obtenez une goutte du sang de William Marshall auprès de Lord Redgrave. Grave. Ta 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 ta. Sympa le bureau.
Good evening, Lord Redgrave.
What are you doing here, traitor? I shall smite you for this audacity.
I'm not here to bicker, Lord Redgrave. I can put an end to this epidemic, but I need your assistance to do so.
Good. We've held out thus far, but the time has come to put an end to this crisis. Tell me, what do you need?
The blood of William Marshall.
The blood of William Marshall? Of my maker? Are you mad? This blood is the purest of all. My maker proffered it to me on the battlefield. I cannot hand it to you.
Stop this farce. Marshall never was your maker. I have no idea how you acquired his blood, but I need it now.
I see. Well, in that case, given the gravity of the situation, I suppose I can spare you a drop.
Thank you, my lord.
If you manage to save this city, you'll prove yourself a veritable servant of the crown. So Godspeed, Dr. Reed. Our fate lies wholly in your hands.
Donc on a récupéré le sang. Et il est un peu lâche, hein. Il a pas daigné m'affronter, quoi. Alors que théoriquement, bon, enfin.
I cannot use garlic, but there may be a substitute in the Pembroke Hospital drug storage.
Bonjour messieurs.
Best stay back, sir.
Ils ont décidé de mettre la patate à mode niveau 35. Ah. Alors voyons voir un petit peu. Oh. Bon. Ah. Ils sont beaucoup, hein. Enfin. Alors. Ok, on va me donner ton sang parce que là c'est pas possible. Ok, bon. Alors, tu vois. Bon, galère, hein. C'était galère, donc On ramasse quand même tout ce qu'on peut ramasser, hein, évidemment.
It's locked.
Have no fear, brothers. We cannot be defeated. He's dead. Murderous bastard.
Voilà. Bon. Ça, c'est bon. Donc, la dose d'insuline. Quelle est cette dose d'insuline? C'est la question. Ok. Alors attends. Hmm. Hmm. Ok, je me suis totalement trompé. Alors. Alors, hmm. Hmm. Bon. Bon. Ah, c'est
There
là.
it is. Insulin. Much more efficient than garlic against
Voilà.
blood poisoning and sepsis, and much less dangerous for me. Thank you, Dr. Polescu.
Et obtenir les gouttes de sang du roi Arthur auprès de Geoffrey McCollum. Ah, ce qui va me... Est-ce qu'il va me donner un coup de main? Ça, c'est la question. Compliqué là. Donc attends, là on a ça, ouais, on va devoir les faire. Ok. Ok. Bon, quartier S1. On en fait une bonne paire. Du coup, ouais, il faut des euros.
If McCullum really drank the blood of King Arthur, then I may have found another vital ingredient for my recipe.
Not a good place for. Get them weapons ready! Watch the leech, boys!
Je sais pas où je vais, mais j'y vais. Bon. Il est là.
Good evening, vampire hunter.
Are you here to end me, Leech? You'll find I will not be killed easily.
Not at all, McCullum. I am here because I need you.
Really? I'm intrigued. Speak up, then.
I need the blood of a king. The blood of Arthur. I'm certain you possess it, and I must have it.
The Guard's most sacred and precious relic. Why would you? You found Marshall's memoirs. I should have destroyed that book.
I need the antidote to save this city, McCullum.
It is within me to take your words as truth. I want to, but I must know more. What precisely are your plans?
A creature called a disaster is about to be unleashed. It falls upon me, as once it did Marshall, to stop it before the whole country is ravaged.
I should have destroyed that book. And yet, I wish I could join this battle alongside you. But this crusade is not mine to fight.
Do you not understand? We wanted the same thing from the outset. A means to end this vampire epidemic.
Not enemies. Maybe that is so. Take it then. I see no other hope for this city. If this is some trick, You will be damned, Dr. Reed.
Thank you. Can we speak more?
Indeed. Why not?
Why are you here?
The man who raised me after the brutal murder of my parents. He's buried here.
Were both your parents killed by vampires?
Yes. And yet worse. My father returned to Dublin a vampire and tore out my mother's throat.
And who was this man?
Carl Eldritch. One-time leader of Prewin. He killed my father in front of me. Helped me hunt my brother Ain after teaching me how to kill leeches.
What will the Guard of Prewin do now? Will you stop the Great Hunt?
Yes. But we shall continue to protect innocents from beasts like you and your red-headed friend.
Like me?
I am indebted to you for sparing me at Pembroke. But this won't always be the case. I'm no coward like those St. Paul's Stowe brothers.
How long have you known Lady Ashbury? Where is she? And what will you do to her?
We saw you meeting her, so of course we investigated. But she is gone. Our scouts reported she has sold some paintings and departed for an unknown destination.
Adieu, vampire hunter.
Until we meet again, blood drinker.
On va rentrer à l'hôpital et on va fabriquer le remède. Je pense que c'est la meilleure solution. Oh, tu me diras, il y a un refuge à côté, donc non, on va faire le remède là.
There's one of them! Watch yourselves! Where is it? Bloody leech!
Bon. Putain.
The blend seems stable. Time to go and find Harriet in the sewers.
Le cobaye. Eh bien, vous savez quoi? On va s'arrêter là pour cet épisode. On se retrouve très rapidement pour la suite des aventures de Jonathan sur Vampyr. Et à très vite. Portez-vous bien. Et à la prochaine. Allez, zou.